went. It's all reversed, so it's like it's hard for me to go back and forth. Hey, everybody, this is podcast for me, or we, a podcast for us, as well as a podcast for you fucks. I'm your host K Dog, host Evil Maximus. We're coming to you hot, live, not really live, but here talking about the voting. It's the year 2020. It's November 3rd. It's for me 9 o'clock ish kind of time. For homeboy over there,
we're still voting.
You're still voting, yeah. Wait, no, I thought you had until 9 Eastern.
Our polls. I thought our polls closed like at 8.
Oh, huh. I thought
maybe not. Maybe longer. I don't know. Maybe shorter. My bad.
Huh.
Well, but yeah, I mean, they're getting a whole bunch of them right now.
Yeah. Well, there's the absentees they have to count, and there's like I think there's like 15 million or something like that.
In California?
No, in general.
Oh.
15 million. Not in California. That'd be insane. Absentee? No.
Oh, absentee? No.
Yeah, that's more of like for the colder states and, fucking military and shit like that.
Well, I mean, a lot of the talk right now is that, most of the absentee votes are Democratic.
Really? Oh, I don't think so.
Well, because those are the ones that actually took the advice to, vote in advance.
You're right. Yeah. You could be right. COVID, and they thought that, but I doubt it. I fucking doubt it. It's always the military.
Usually you'd be right. That's what they were saying. Historically, the mail-in vote is Republican.
Yes.
But with the way this whole argument's been going about what's safe and what's not safe.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what anybody listened to?
Not just that, it's also I think it's more absentee voting than ever before. I think. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Science.
Most early voting, whatever. I think it was like 100 million votes cast early.
Yeah. I think I read an article like that too. Look at us just thinking and talking. Right?
Yeah, no shit.
We internet, but I don't want to mess up what I got going on. I should do this more often with the two screens. It's easier to navigate rather than minimize.
Trying to have them both in the same thing.
Yeah, because I'll minimize it and then look. Like I'm looking at real data as we're talking.
Oh, I have your screen really small, so that I'm and then next to the camera, so that it looks like I'm looking towards the camera.
Oh, hey, whatever. But you have like I just hook up an HDMI to mine TV, and if you can buy these fucking things,
I could do that too.
What I mean, like, might as well just like indulge in something that's cheap. Like the TV didn't cost that much, so I just put it in there and I'm watching it in 4K.
I've got MSNBC going right now.
Yeah,
I voted yesterday. When did you vote?
I didn't vote.
That's right. Well, I thought you weren't going to vote for the presidential election.
Oh, you mean in general? Oh, yeah. I didn't really keep this year. Didn't keep track. Yeah. Usually I do for the smaller government, but no, not this time around. I moved and then a podcast, and I don't really.
Yeah.
I just didn't get deep into it as much. Admit. Chato, is he in his car?
Yeah.
Well, that's dangerous. All right, everybody. This is a podcast for we especial. We have Chato doing something. Fucking, I guess he
probably has to join with audio right
now. Bitch.
Yeah. All right. Hey, let's not say anything. That makes me have to delete this shit. Okay. This is a fucking historical thing, Hey, how you doing? Look at you. You got a mohawk.
Oh, yeah.
What's up?
Mohawk or faux hawk?
Did COVID really make you go crazy or something? Or, I know like girls were dyeing their hair. Did you do a girl thing? And I don't know.
I didn't know COVID changed fucking facial features, man. And like, you're like deteriorating. What's going on with you?
What are you talking? Oh shit! Are you kidding? Look at this fucking beautiful standard of a human being.
Hey man, don't be making fun of Chato, Kevin. He's got the new Ellen DeGeneres haircut.
That's true. Yeah, baby. How you doing?
Only got it because I love eating pussy.
That's a keeper. I'm not editing that out.
Wait, is this PG? I don't know.
No, you can go R. Just let's not go hard R and say retarded or N word. Don't use that. Don't like you usually do. Anyways, moving. Hey, how is it going in Vegas? Don't you fucking
Like it.
You like it?
I love it here. I love it here. I can afford everything now that I have a job again.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, I was jobless for a couple months. Now I got a job. It's pretty good.
Did you get job?
I might be Chicago.
Did you go jobless because of COVID?
No, I went jobless because I was too much for them.
Oh wow. They let you go, or you just like said fuck you guys?
Technically, they forced me to go, but I got like a severance out of it.
Oh, that's good. Well,
kind of like the Marine Corps.
Did you? Yeah, I know, right? Hey, did you collect that unemployment or anything?
Nope.
Oh man, you didn't get hooked up with that $1,000 a week kind of bullshit. That would have been nice.
Oh, because of the severance, they the company tied it into that. So until it completed, and if I was still unemployed, then I would be able to tap into unemployment.
I would have double dipped. No one would have known.
I was. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Yeah, they do have a thing where they have to call the work insurance or something like that, and then that's how they fucking find out. So, did you vote Trump? No, you did. Don't lie to me. Did you even vote?
I know. Yeah, I did.
Trump.
And for Trump. Yeah.
Figured.
Because I'm an asshole. All right. I'm going to go pump gas really quick. I'll be right back.
Oh.
You
let us know when you're back.
Oh, Texas is in a dead heat right now, man.
I see it right now. It's blue.
Right. Well, they have it at 43%, 43.2%.
I got.
Sorry, 49.3%.
Right now, I have 50% Biden, 48.7 Donald on the Associated Press. They counted 4 mil. That's 3 mil.
Yeah, I'm looking at NBC. Who comes first, NBC or AP? I thought AP kind of put everything together.
Yeah, I thought AP comes first because they're more, everything. I don't know. I mean, shit, doesn't matter. I mean, we're just talking like 1%. You know what I mean? When it's at the end, when we get.
Well, it does, because Texas should not be close. Texas should be
kind of fucking early, right? I mean,
it is early.
You know what you think? You know what? 2% though. You got me there. 2%. We need two.
In Florida?
No. I mean, in Texas, 1.3% needs to be counted.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
No. You know what? No, I'm wrong. Because give me a second. Let me get back to chat though. I muted him because I went. What do you do? What? Oh, you muted. I thought I muted.
Yeah, unless you want to hear cars.
Yeah, no, I was reading it wrong. So it's 61% has been reported, and at that 61%, only 50 and 48. That's what it is. I was thinking
that's too close. I don't know. I mean, I don't have it. I don't have it on my map.
No, you hover over it, and it says 67. Well, for me, I hover over it. It says 61% reporting. So that means 61% of the votes. And then we got the 49 and 48. So it's going to shift around. So it went back from 50 to 49. So that percentage is going to shift as a percentage. They got some fucking algorithm or something. I don't know. So if it was 100%, it'd be different. Let's just say.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I guess Joe Biden won New Mexico. That was fucking quick.
There's like 12 people.
Yeah. But they won New Mexico last year, so
and like all the people there are in the witness protection program. They don't know what to do.
That's fucking true. It's funny that it goes Louisiana. They got 8% of the voting, but it's handedly Donald Trump. But that's like,
oh yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Southern states, that's crazy.
Well, I think Kentucky also. I think Kentucky only had like 5% in, and they handed that to Trump.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I knew this one. We were talking, elections today, and just casually. It's kind of weird. Okay, so go to 2016. You talk elections. I didn't feel like if I say the wrong fucking thing, like I felt like I could get fired or I could start some kind of race war or something. Cause there's one black chick she was all about. But yeah, she's all about, you know, she's like pretty stereotypical when it comes to like every check every box, you know, she's all about it. And she goes, I couldn't be with somebody who voted for Trump and all that bullshit, right? And then I was like, shit, that's scary. You know, like in the sense that like she was adamant in her beliefs, and not like a like let's talk about it kind of manner. It was literally like, you vote for Trump, fuck you, you know, that kind of thing. You know, he's an avid racist. What else she said?
Everybody's racist.
Yeah, everybody's racist unless you're fucking white. Wait, no. Oh,
stupid ass.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like she's talking.
Kevin's half right, so.
We were talking about Kanye West. You know, Kanye West said, let's talk about this for a sec. So Kanye West said slavery is, I think we talked about this earlier, but slavery is a choice.
Yeah, he said it was a choice.
And Bella agrees. She's pretty angry about it. And when he said that, I, in my head, thought it was the concept of, you know, they outnumbered the plantation people so they could attack them at any time. So they were choosing to stay there. That's what I thought it was. But I listened to a 3-hour podcast of him talking, and he didn't say that. He said, no, that's not what I meant.
So instead of going for an easy out, he dug himself a deeper hole, or what?
Yeah, he did. I couldn't really remember. I was like, that did not mesh with what I thought you were meaning, you know? And yeah, well, okay. So I made a joke. I go, I'm going to vote for Kanye, right? And the black chick was like, voted for Kanye. He thinks slavery is a choice. And I was like, I don't even think he thought that when he said that. I think he he swung for the fences, said some shit, and just went with it, right? I mean, that doesn't sound like an articulated thought, right? That doesn't sound like I like sat on my porch and thought about it, you know?
That was something that came out of somebody's mouth that doesn't have to usually think about what comes out of the mouth.
Agreed. Like kind of like Prince, like he just says what he wants, and then like there's
he's rich. He's
yeah.
rich. I mean, at the end of the day, he's still rich. He's still gonna have all of his money, and he's not gonna be broke.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was one of those things where he just felt like he could just say stuff or say something and sound intelligent because it was something that nobody thought of before, or that nobody wants to say. And yeah, no, he was wrong.
So, okay, yeah. I listened to this podcast with him in it, and I struggled through it. I'm not gonna lie. Like usually when I listen to like a Joe Rogan and you know, I go, I'm with it, but listening to Kanye, because what he would do is he would overtake the conversation and just ramble. So if I would ask you, what's 1 + 1? He'd go, numbers are like, let's talk about Egyptians for a second. Okay. And you're like, okay, there's pyramids and then you have cows and they give milk. Okay. Right. See, and then I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then he would say, and I talk in symphonies. I know I'm ranting, but I have symphonies here. You see, Joe Rogan, I have thoughts, I have creations. I am thinking at a symphony level. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, you've got the biggest dick. That's what this is. Right? I mean, like that. I couldn't understand it, you know. And at first I was like, because he would say semblance, like there was embers there, right, where I'm like, yeah, that's something. But then he would go somewhere else. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Because he was talking about, you know, racism. And he goes, it's all about the parents. And I go, yes, parents need to raise kids and then good communities. And when he said something like that, and then he went somewhere else with it. And I was like, oh, what?
Probably one of those people that just says all kinds of things, hoping something will land.
I have a theory that he's a cult leader.
Oh, that's good.
The things he says sounds like cult leader talk, where they say shit. Have you ever watched that Netflix show? It's really good. It's a Waco. It's like a documentary on it.
I want to see that. Yeah.
Really good. There's a part where the guy like is so like, I want to be this dude's friend, kind of. He's this good. He's the cult leader. And then he goes,
that Koresh.
he's talking to this guy, and he's drinking the Kool-Aid. He's like, yeah, life is good. We're religious. And I was like nodding my head, and then he goes, now look, to be in, you got to be in all the way. The guy's all like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, man, fuck, I joined this shit. All right. Then he goes, look, when you join my religion, there could be no sex. You have to be celibate for God. And then the guy's all like, what? And I was like, huh? What do you mean? And then he goes, but I have assumed that responsibility, that burden for me. So I will impregnate the women while you do not. But it's not like I'm doing this for fun. I'm not doing it
just to save you from going to hell.
Yeah. And then he goes, that's what I'm trying. And I was like, wait, what? You can't just that. He was like, for 4 episodes, it's 4 hours long if you think about it. He had this motivation, this guiding. He had really good charisma, like Kanye. And at the very end, he says that, and I was fucking done with this guy. I was like, oh yeah, you assume that burden, huh? You have 12 wives? Get the fuck out of here with this shit.
Well, I mean, for a lot of
That's
people,
a lot of
going into is like a slippery slope. You invest so much of yourself into something, it's the gambler's problem. It's just
you're already in so deep.
Yeah, and you kind of don't want to see everything you had to give up to go down the path that you're on, and you're hoping that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. When there's not.
Well, there's a lot of his tunnel. No, he was just fucking chicks left and right, and it's weird too, because like, yeah, that's it. I mean, like, there's a logic to what he was saying. For his crazy logic, he was like, yeah, I gotta have kids, so then when the world ends, then they could become like the leaders of fucking the world. Obviously, that didn't happen because they're all dead. But I mean, I was like, damn, he's got one of them solid logics, except for that's a hard sell, right? Hey, yeah, you can't fuck.
I mean, it's like Scientology, when they get you in there, they have you take this test, this character test, analysis test, and then they tell you all your positive strengths and this and that, but that there's more inside of you, and that, they can help you reach the real potential of what's inside of you, to add on to all these other positive things. What you're missing is this, and, we can give it to you because we can see it in you, or blah, 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 blah. And then,
for weak people, they were weak to begin with. Now, the thing in this show, though, they show like these doctor guys and lawyers and shit. They all gave up their lives for this guy. And I have met lawyers and doctors that are actually dumb. They're just lawyers and doctors, but they're actually pretty dumb. So they made it seem like these guys, like the way the actors were playing it, they were playing it as if they were a doctor, like as in if they were an intellectual person. And it just doesn't make sense. But if you met some of the doctors I've met and the lawyers I've met, yeah, totally. They could totally be a part of a cult. They're very dumb. And so, but the actors were playing it as if like you're playing a doctor. All right. And so you're using your stereotypical doctor, not some wacko doctor and shit. And it's weird too, because like you have a husband, you get the husband and the wife, and he gives his wife to the fucking guy. I mean, so, and then fuck, dude, and they're just fucking having babies and shit. And you're just like, what do you, as a man, I mean, that's a tough sell, right? He's just banging away, having kids with your fucking wife. Like, it's intense.
I mean, there's a lot of psychology in there. What makes a person give up stuff that you and I think is rational for the irrational?
Well, it's not even that though, too, because you got the wife who is, it's not like he's taking advantage. Well, he is, but he's not like, you know what I mean? Like it's her, he convinced her and he convinced him that this was the way to go. You know what I mean? That's next level.
There's a lot of that going on right now, Kev.
Yeah, Kanye's doing it right fucking now. I bet
it's been going on for a while.
There's a difference between people voting for Trump and then, you got your I'm gonna fuck your wife. You know what I mean? Like that's a strong fucking level, right? In a lot,
yeah, but you know what? But there is a grade to it. That I mean, they obviously didn't start that. This guy Koresh didn't walk up to somebody and say, "Hey, I've got a great idea. How about you let me have sex with your wife?"
Yeah, I get you, but
no, it was little by little, kind of pushed into this area.
There ain't no way Trump's gonna be like, hey, you know what?
No, not that far. But hey, let's politicize the Justice Department or the FBI or the CIA,
That's
and turn those into political entities. That's happened now.
media and politicians put together. Don't try to put that just on that one guy. That's like the whole fucking gambit of the thing. And you know what's a weird thing is this whole push to vote in the sense for all the even Trump jumped into it, like, so that kind of like that disputed a lot of my theories, right? I always thought it was just when a Democrat says vote, you know what they're saying, but Trump was doing it too.
Wait. You're dismissing Donald Trump as just one guy. He's the president of the United States, 1/3 of the federal government. He's not just some guy. He's got laws. He's got powers given to him by the Constitution that he can, interpret and break precedents if he wants to, so long as it's written in black and white.
Everything he could do could be undone.
You're right.
Do. Unlike Congress and Senate and all that stuff in the Supreme Court, they have like pretty much like because the way it's structured with all the people, you know what I mean? It's not like one guy, and each part, it's like a group and then one guy. And so like that's why they have so much more power than he does, even though his one power is Trump card.
And that's what I can't wrap my head around, because a lot of people are voting for Trump because they still agree with the Republican policies. And you could get a Republican senator, congressman, you can still get all of that stuff in there that you want.
Yeah.
Without deciding to go with somebody that's sullying, the nation for the world.
Well, okay, you got to take a step back and realize the reality of it is most people that are voting, aren't people going online. They're not watching TV. So they're just not.
That's true.
Most people voting are actually well informed, and they're taking their hits and they're going with the direction that they should go with what they're voting for. If they were like on Facebook or on fucking social media, I get you. But most people voting aren't that. They're really like, they take a look around, right? Gotta vote Republican because that's the way it is. And then Democrat and vice versa, you know what I mean? And you know what's a funny thing is the bigger cities always are Democratic. So it's a weird thing. Like more people equals Democrat, less people Republican. It's like you're dying over there.
Well, that's Florida. Florida is almost 50-50, right? But the main votes are concentrated in the cities.
Look at that shit too. Florida, yeah. 91% voting. Isn't that a swing state, Florida?
No, it's usually Republican.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. They fucking
it's always been close.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's always gone Republican.
Yeah, look at that shit. I'm looking at it right now. It was 48% Donald, 47% the other way.
Yeah.
And then a little bit 2% of Gary Johnson.
Oh yeah, he swiped some votes in 2016.
I'm not seeing any Kanye at all. Man,
he didn't get onto everybody's ballots though.
No, because the thing is, he thought the social media is the people in media is the people, and then but they're not. In reality is when you're watching TV and everyone's all rah and whoever they're rawing, they're not really the people voting. The people voting are probably people who weren't watching TV and shit. And it's weird too, because like everywhere I go, I see people voting. You know what I mean? So I don't.
Hey, Michigan's fucking it up again, man.
What do you mean? Where are we at? No, that's only 19% at this.
Hey, yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
Voting. No, you know what? No comment. No comment. A lot of people are voting Trump. Voting. They're not well in the know, and then the people that are voting are like not well in the know. They're just voting Trump. Yeah. And you know what's okay? Here's another thing. I'm not saying that everyone who votes Trump is racist.
No, that's not it at all.
But all the racists.
Oh yeah, if you're racist, you're voting for Trump. There's no racists out there that's voting for Biden.
I'm not gonna lie. Most of the people that I know that are voting for Trump in this state, kind of racist. They're not like hardcore, let's kill all the Jews racist, but they're racist. They say some shit, and like casual, the casual racism, not the.
It's like in Mexico, they don't recognize racism as a problem, but they're racist against the indigenous people.
That's true.
So, if you have indigenous features, you're not part of the upper echelon of Mexican society.
Yeah.
So you won't see a president that looks like, the stereotypical, Mexican that they make fun of, the sí, señor, the darker, Asian featured, more indigenous looking Mexican. You won't see them in novellas and shit. You'll see the more European looking Mexican.
You know what I feel is that the underdeveloped countries that aren't, at America's level, their politics are more in your face, like in the sense that they're not hiding as much as like America. That shit's like fucking just deep rooted, like it's like there's liars everywhere, you know what I mean? But like in like the Philippines or like Mexico or some shit like that, they're really like in your face about it, like, hey, yeah, fuck this person and fuck that person,
The people I've met that are from the South, like Louisiana and shit, they tell me you don't want to go there. They just tell me straight up, and they're Democrats,
But as in the politics, though, in the politics itself, the media, it's like more of a in your face, like here it's kind of layered. You've got like all the channels and most TV shows pushing their, liberal agenda. When you have the one channel, they're pushing their agenda, they get the 1 against the 20, you know what I mean? Like that's very propaganda like, but you go to like the Philippines and shit like that. There's really not like vote for this guy. That's it. They're not really in each other's face. There's not there's no Game of Thrones going on. Let's just say.
Okay.
Like right, that's what you got.
Oh yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, how's North Carolina going?
What is going on? We're being hijacked by Chato's family.
They just called something for Biden.
Oh my bad. Hold on.
All right. What happened? What did you say?
They just called
I'll be right back.
Okay. I'll be right here.
No, I was saying they just called something for Biden because he went up to 131. It was probably one of the usual suspects. Minnesota. Nah, but that's still only 10%.
Yeah. And Michigan's only 19. California, what the fuck? I think they only do it all at once, though.
No, California's going to go blue, man. California.
No, I know that, but I'm saying when it comes to reporting, I think they like hold that shit tight and then like California. But you know what, though? I remember seeing California right away. Not right away, but like just like we're seeing the stats with everybody else.
Yeah, we're well, I mean, if you look at the map, it started on the on the East Coast and it moves across because of the time differences.
Yeah.
So the West Coast always is late.
Makes sense. That fucking makes sense then. That it should be not Pacific or something. So let's get into some other topics here rather than politics. I was thinking of creating a podcast where we just like not talk about politics. I think we can though.
How can we do that? It's the election, right? If I could like move one eye to the U and then the other eye to MSNBC.
Yeah. It's pretty intense. I'm looking at it. I had one for the Senate too. Like, oh yeah, I have one. I just have to click a button. My bad.
Oh, that Senate one's gonna be crazy.
So far it's Democratic, but once again, the voting's not all through.
Well, I was kind of hoping Lindsey Graham would get booted, but he's gonna get to keep his spot. So is what is it? McConnell.
The House looking real red.
House should stay blue. House should stay blue, but the Senate, I don't know if that's gonna flip.
Oh, right now it's fucking red as fuck. Seats 171. We'll see. All right. Yeah, let's jump into some shit real quick. Let's see here. No, I don't think I have anything newsworthy when it comes to politics other than the fact that it's happening,
What about those trucks surrounding Biden's bus?
I didn't give a fuck. I really didn't. I think that was.
Did you watch it?
No. How bad did it look?
It looks bad, man. It does not look good for the big truck dudes. And then, but Trump said that they didn't do anything wrong. But you could see these guys like they're tailgating right on the bus, and then they're corralling it, and then somebody else comes in, and then they do one of these to the car, and it's like, what are they doing? And then what was it? Marco Rubio tried to say that the trucks were protecting the bus.
Why? Why would he even inject? Who cares? I really didn't care when it
He should
happened.
have stayed out of it, man. I've lost a lot of respect for Marco Rubio. I can give a shit about that guy now.
He had some good talking when it came to gun control, but in retrospect, I think he's like a composition of different people, and they just talk.
Yeah, he's too built around the polls.
Yeah, he is.
He was his own person back in 2016, and then it looks like he decided he needed to listen to the polls.
Yeah.
Figure out who he is, and that's it.
He just sounds like a mishmash of people. So I was like, whatever. I don't even give a fuck anymore. Honestly, I feel like this whole fucking thing is fake. Like the whole fucking thing, the top to bottom. I think it's like the fakest fucking thing ever. You got people shitting on Biden left and right, then all of a sudden he's our fucking golden hope. And the very people who said no, he's fucking worthless and he'll never amount to anything. And so, and then not just that, the guy's been around for like 50 fucking years doing nothing. And then like all of a sudden he's the fucking great white hope.
Well,
he didn't exist until he died, kind of thing.
He's the lesser of the two. He's the lesser of the two.
He is. And I'm good with that. If you were to say that, he's not that great, but he's better than Trump. Be honest. But what I'm getting is not that. We're getting like beacon of light bullshit. Like, no, that is what it is.
I mean, I would agree. He's our best chance at having some kind of normal government.
That would be a sentence to say, but that's not what I'm getting.
But not like, angel music and shit, and he was put on the planet to save humanity.
A lot of people are talking in that direction, as opposed to just saying he's just better than Trump.
I like him, but there were better candidates out
there. There was, and not just that. It's like you're going on about how like he's done this, he's done that. He hasn't done anything, obviously, because it would have been a thing.
Yeah, even I could kind of see through when cause, I mean, Obama backed them up by saying, Joe Biden and I did this, Joe Biden and I did that. Well, it was mostly Obama.
Yeah. I wasn't hearing when Obama was doing these things. I wasn't hearing, Biden did this. No. Even when the time he was with vice president, I didn't fucking hear a fucking thing about this guy. Other than
I don't mind them doing that though, because it is to get him elected, and it's to me it's still better. Well, to me, it's still better than scaring the shit out of everybody.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know.
Because Trump is running around saying, no, if you guys elect Biden, there's not going to be any more Christmas. There's not going to be no Thanksgiving. There's not going to be this. There's not going to be that. The economy's going to get destroyed. There's going to be violence. Trump is trying to push this message of fear.
Yeah, as he should.
That's his play. I mean, that's what he's known for.
His fan base has deformed parts of their brain that are like fucking fearful of shit. Where did fucking Chato go? He goes, I'll be right back.
Well, he wasn't contributing anything, so I'm wondering.
Yeah, well, because he was getting in. He has to put his kids to sleep and shit.
Not even when he was driving.
Well, I mean, he's full. Well, hey, just hear what you just said, man. He's driving, man.
Wow, I'm wondering why you tried to get it. Well, it's okay.
It's Chato because he doesn't understand the thing that we're doing. You know what I mean? Right. Like here we are, blah blah blah, like point. So it's kind of hard to jump in. It's a different muscle. You just don't think about it, man. Do you think Trump? Do you think Chato's having like the most definitive conversations amongst his friends, or is he having like, fuck this guy? It's oh shit, whoa, what the hell? Running out of time. We got to have to break this shit up.
How did this happen?
I know the meeting time. There was a timer. Oh, maybe it's I know why.
Why?
People are doing podcasts right now because of elections. So they're probably like trying to cash in. Maybe they could get the upgrade.
Yeah, that's true.
It's pretty smart. We'll fucking pause it and then make another one. Because
I didn't want to stay on too long anyhow. But
9 minutes. You think we can handle 9 minutes? We didn't even do anything. We
could stop right now and start again.
Good idea. Let's do that right now. Everybody, this is into part 1. 2020, November 3rd, the election night. Who will win? Will it be diapers or will it be the red man from... All right, let me pause the shit.